Just a little ways east from the nation's political arena, we're in a much different type of arena here. Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Flushed out of the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Air it out on 3rd. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
3rd and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Brock. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So even after the near turnover, Brock, offense still getting the call here. It's 4th down. Man in motion, out of the slot. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. Pass complete. Screenplay. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Throwing on 2nd. Daniels. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. To the air on 3rd and long. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
This is Ja'Cory Kronsky-Merritt hitting it for the first time. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now, Daniels. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26.
Hotel.
Kronsky-Merritt gets it from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Man, great read by the defense there. They attack.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
Yeah.
that is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Pablo.
Daniels now. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to be able to get them the first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Now Daniels to throw. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Starting on the ground here with Charbonnet. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to be a Seahawks first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Now Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Finds Charbonnet underneath. There's the stop. Looks to be about 70 yards on that play. And that's good for a Seattle first down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This is Darnold on first. And he's found his target all 4 passes so far on this drive. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Buck. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play made by Deron Payne.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. If you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Darnold. Getting out to his left. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Rasul Douglas picks it up.
Just kind of had that sense that he was anticipating that throw all the way. And his defense, well, they're anticipating another win at the end of this game. We know that. You win the turnover battle more often than not, you win the ball game.
Here's Krosky Merritt to open the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Third and short, Daniels. Okonkwo brings it in. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a Commanders first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, a somewhat surprising way for us to begin the scoring here, Brock. And what it tells me is we could be in for a pretty wild type of game.
Yeah, I think you like wild, I like wild. Points can come in any variety in football, but you're right. When they start in this kind of fashion with the takeaway for 6, more often than not, stranger things occur.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll give it to White to begin the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Now Daniels on 2nd down. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And he's going to get this one a handful. It looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On second down, Daniels. Running right side by McLaurin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Always a fun race up here in the booth between quarterback and receiver to watch. Who sees it first, that opening? If a receiver wins it, that hand's going up in the air, he wants it. Quarterback wins it, passes out before he's even looking for it. And when they both recognize it, you get that. You get a first down.
Daniels back to throw. Completes one to Ben Simmons. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Second and 4.
Hey, go here.
To throw, Daniels. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on second down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd of the year. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. This attempt is up, and it is good. That ties things at 7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
Fans will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Darnold. Look at that power. Deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Okay, that ground game has been an afterthought so far, and that play tells me that is not going to change anytime soon.
No, you don't want to get one-dimensional, though. I know that's easy for me to teach and preach up here from the booth, but on the field, they've got to find some level of execution.
Play fake, Darnold. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. And they take him down at the 30. Odafe Oweh. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dickson head on. Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. And no success on the fake punch. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great doctor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
Now pitch it to Krosky Merritt. That's some space inside the 15. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and to clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Krosky Merritt can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal. They pitch it to him. And he's in for the touchdown. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Commanders 14, Seahawks 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Here's Darnold. Jump off caught by his back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Last catch went the wrong way. It's 2nd and 12. To throw, here's Darnold. They go back to Charbonnet again. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that's going to be a Seahawks 1st down.
Michael Dickson to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dickson to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. He's moving.
Daniels now. He almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it in the harm's way. The pick is dropped, so they're going to see 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the
And one
25-yard
intended for
line.
Jalen Lane. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Get set, get set.
2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. To the ground by Nick Emanwari.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Throwing now, Daniels. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
At the 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. This is Charbonnet. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Commanders 19-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. He's got Shaheed. And he gets home. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashid Shaheed. The 2nd score that he has brought in this season. Myers to add the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here comes Williams on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Running with Krosky Merritt again on 2nd. Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And it is a 1st down Washington.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Daniels to throw. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky Merritt. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I certainly don't mind completions nor getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands in a hurry, but that one was way too predictable as it goes backwards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And to the ground it goes. An incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Daniels to throw on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting this one out with Charbonnet. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Running back sent in motion. Here's Darnold to throw. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Offense going audible this time. 2nd down, Darnold. He wins the battle for the football. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
On the red zone now. And this is going to be lost on a hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic. Contact over the middle. It's 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple. To the air on 3rd and long. Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. Rashid Shaheed, his 2nd of this quarter. Myers to add the PAT. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the 2nd half.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Commanders.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
To Terry McLaurin. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. And you just get the play off. Finally in over the middle. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to bring up a Commanders 1st down. Daniels setting up the play action. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Prosky Merritt. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Daniels. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Different thoughts and methodologies here. You could take it slow and methodical, taking completions. Or in that case, you could tee it high and try to let it fly.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got Lane on the slant. And this is going to be enough to keep this drive going. They stopped him right after he made the catch, but not before he picked up 16 big yards.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson, go.
Working inside the red zone. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.